Good morning everyone. We've started with a bang at Madikwe Game Reserve. Exactly where we were yesterday, Pipeline Quarry, and it's already busy. This big female here who's actually going in. She's not staying around the edge of the dam, she's gone in. And it's only 6:45 in the morning, and trust me, it's cold. Ooh. So they are very brave, I must say. Good morning, my name is Lauren. That is Dobby's thumb. And we have started our bumble here at Madikwe. It's very overcast. Apparently rain is coming a little bit later, but as long as it doesn't come when we're on drive, that is okay. So the weather hasn't improved much, but the wind has died down. And of course that big ball of gas known as the sun has risen, which has given us a lot of light to work with, which is exactly what we wanted. Look at her going right in. Cobra, you are right. Magnificent Madikwe delivers elephant energy once again. We had some incredible sightings yesterday. A really enjoyable bumble yesterday afternoon. And I'm hoping for more of the same this morning. In the dark, I was searching for aardwolves. I know Amakhala's been lucky, but there are aardwolves here, and now that we're moving into winter, I am determined to get a really good sighting of one on camera for you all. She looks like she's got her welly boots on, preparing for the rain. A little body of water that actually still contains water. Interesting. The zebras have been drinking, but they've also actually been in, having a bit of a mud bath. I'm surprised that this is our first zebra sighting since coming back, because zebras are just everywhere in Madikwe. They're like the impala. There are lots of impala too, don't get me wrong, but the zebra are just everywhere. And it's interesting to know there's still water here. Everything's changing daily. And you may not notice it if you're driving around every single day, but if you've been away for a little while and then you come back again, there are lots of differences to take notes of, especially in terms of vegetation and water levels. And it's good to take notes of these little pans and wallows and water sources that are not the big water bodies, like Shikudu Dam where we were earlier. Oh, aren't you beautiful?
So everyone, look what we have here. I've just come up from the other direction, looking down on where the meerkat den is, and just like I said, they were a little bit late to rise because it was very cold this morning, but all the little mongoose meerkats are out now sunning themselves, and we've got the two secretary birds that are in the area as well. There was a little bit of interaction between them a minute ago. It looked like the secretary bird wanted to chase the group, but they seem to have lost interest in them now. And well, you can see those suricats are trying to warm up. And we are quite far from them, but they are quite shy. So it's probably the best view that we're going to have of them, and then they won't worry about us in any way whatsoever. I might try and get a little bit closer, but for now, if we can see them, that is wonderful. All standing up and all sunning themselves. They'll normally do that, especially when it's cold. On a morning like this, they'll spend quite a bit of time sunning themselves before they go off foraging. All standing up on their back legs. Meerkat manner. Wonderful. And nice to see that breeding pair of secretary birds as well. Sagittarius serpentarius, the archer of snakes. Although here on Amakhala it seems like they mostly go for rodents. And especially at this time of year as well, there's not too much activity from the reptiles. You do sometimes get the snakes out on the road like puff adders. I know Andrew had a wonderful sighting of 2 puff adders. I don't know if it was a male and female mating or 2 males fighting over territory. I love how those secretary birds land. It's like they put out the landing gear and come in like an aeroplane.
Very intimidating. Fiddling around with the roots there. Possibly Mum off to the right that you can't see out of shot. They look like they've pushed over quite a few of these trees and she's busy gnawing on the roots. I think the little one's just taking advantage of that. Hello. Are you coming to say hi? So much personality. Not quite sure what to do. We're feeling a bit awkward now, so we're going to fiddle with our trunk. How adorable is that? Well, I'll tell you in a second, Simone, by the look of it. But no, they shouldn't do. They might give us a little nudge, but they're really just sort of checking stuff out, exploring, figuring out what's what they can and can't do. Look, if they really wanted to, they could put a dent in the side, but I would be very, very surprised if they would go to that extent. But still, we say this is a youngster, but he's probably still weighing in at close to, I'm going to have a bit of a guess, but quite a few 100 kilograms, maybe even up to a ton, I'm not sure. Oh, what? Am I in your way? You want to come past? You can do. Come, there's plenty of space, you can come.
But yeah, it's been a great morning and some awesome sightings around. Unfortunately, we didn't come right with Nsumi or Tlalamba. I was really hoping that that was going to play out for us and pan out for us, but unfortunately, looks like they decided to head into other areas where we could not go to. So that's all right. We will try again this afternoon, hoping that we can find some more amazing stuff. Yeah, and I know that Ben had a great morning. I think everybody had a great morning, and it's just beautiful weather, and I think this afternoon is going to be just as great. I think the weather is going to, I think they say it's going to cool down a little bit more, but that's fine. I don't mind. I think a nice old cool Juma would be perfect for this afternoon's drive. But I'm hoping everybody at home, whoever has been watching our sunrise safari this morning, I'm hoping that you had a wonderful time, just as much as we did. And we just want to say thank you for all the comments and the questions that you did send through to us this morning. It is very important just to keep us on our toes, and hoping that we could teach you some things as well here in the African bush. If it's animals, if it's plants, if it's birds, insects, whatever it is always fun to talk about all different things, great and small.